8:30. So, but then every day it would be 8:30. So first of all, happy Sadgurwar to all of you. Sadgurwar means Thursday, and Thursday in ancient Indian language called Sadguruvar, which means the day of the Guru, the day of the guide. God, our supreme guide, will guide us, lead us in this path of righteousness. And in today's Murli, 9th June 2022, Baba says, sweet children, you will go from the Brahmin clan into the elevated clan of Vishnu. So you must become true Vaishnavas. Vaishnav was a sect of Hinduism in the early Hinduism days who used to be very strict in their practices of purity. Vaishnav literally means those who have won over the poison, wish. And the poison is of 5 vices. And the biggest poison is lust. So Baba says that you belong to that clan which has won over, conquered the lust. Do not eat anything impure, such as onions, etc. Today's Murli is very powerful. So hold on your love and faith for Baba so that you will not get disturbed. You will not get restless. Sometimes when it is difficult to accept and digest, you feel uncomfortable. So Baba is the judge. So today's Murli, it looks like Baba spoke like a judge, always saying this is not right, that you should not do, what you should do in order to achieve your destination. Question: which examination should you children not be afraid or confused of? Life is full of situations. Every situation is an exam. Am I right? Every situation is an exam. Yes. So in that case, Baba says that you should not be afraid or even confused of this examination. What is this examination? Because this is a very big examination and it is sometimes becomes tough to pass this exam. What is that exam? Exam comes in the form of relations. Exam comes in the form of situations. Exams come in the form of body. Sometimes our own body gives so much of pain and sorrow. So Baba says that if while moving along, something happens to that old shoe. What is old shoe? Body is considered as an old shoe. As you wear the shoes, the soul wears the body. So if while moving along, something happens to that old shoe, if there is any difficulty or you become ill, you must not be afraid or confused. You must not be afraid or confused, but you should be even happier because you understand it is the suffering of karma, that your old karmic accounts are being settled. Your old karmic accounts are being settled. It is so beautiful understanding. Otherwise, we keep creating questions and we keep complaining about our own body. Why this has happened to me? I don't know, somebody has cursed me. Somebody has done something on me. Something or other irrelevant things also we will try to connect. And we will try to satisfy ourselves saying that this is because of others, because of somebody's mistake, that I'm going through this sorrow. So the disease of the body is a major exam that we all have to pass with honors. And so Baba says that just understand that this is the suffering of karma, that your old karmic accounts, are being settled. You know, whatever evil actions or impure actions that we have performed, either through the body or through anything, in any way, we have to clear that account in that way. That's why Baba says this is a karmic account and you're getting settled. If you are not able to settle them with the power of yoga, they are settled with the suffering of karma. Either you do lot of yoga, take Baba's power and, absorb it within so that Baba's power flows into your past and settles all your past bad karma, whatever ignorant actions, whatever it is. But if we are not able to do that, then certainly we have to clear that account of the past through punishment, which is called as suffering of karma. The karma, that is action, is performed in the past. But the result, the fruit of that action is coming now. So sometimes impure actions will have mostly suffering only. So the result of such ignorant, impure actions of the past, we are facing it and we are settling it as a suffering of karma. It is good if they are settled quickly, whichever way you are settling, whether it is through suffering or through the yoga power. Yoga power is the first and the best way of settling the accounts. But if your accounts are big and yoga power is falling short, then what happens is you have to settle it through the suffering. So Baba says, okay, if you have to settle through the suffering, then have a positive understanding. Don't complain about your body. Don't criticize about your body. And don't take excuses and blame others for whatever we are going through. Baba says, it is good. Settle it quickly. Think that, good, I have got this disease and I'm settling the account. If this doesn't come, plenty would be remaining for settlement. Today's song, Our Pilgrimage, is unique because it is very loving in the whole world. Pilgrimages are there for every religion, isn't it? For Christians, it is Jerusalem. For Islam, it is Hajj. And for Hindus, it is Kashi. So like this, many such pilgrimages for every religion, it is there. What about you, God's children, who have become Brahmin by listening godly versions through the lotus mouth of Brahma? We also have a pilgrimage. Pilgrimage is a place which is pure and which has a purpose only to connect the soul with the Supreme Soul. That's why it's called as pilgrimage. Pilgrimage is a pure space where souls get connected to the Supreme Soul. Pilgrimage is also a place where powerful, elevated souls who has the aim to help everyone to connect to Almighty Source shall take birth. Wherever such powerful people reside, that place also becomes pilgrimage. If you go to that place and meet such people, you will not think about the world, worldly affairs, materialistic things, sorrow, but you feel very uplifted, you feel very good. And that is Baba's center, which is in Lagos and also other 140 countries in the world. These meditation centers are also called as spiritual pilgrimages. So Baba says that your pilgrimage is unique. Om Shanti. Incorporeal God Shiva speaks. He only has one name. God Shiva speaks. You have to say this in order to explain and in order to instill firm faith in them. The Father has to say, I am as I am. My name never change. The deities of the golden age take rebirth. The Father explains to you, children, through this body. You are on a spiritual pilgrimage. The Father is incognito. Incognito means invisible. And Dada is also incognito. Which Dada? The one behind Brahma Baba is called as Dada, means big brother. So he is also incorporeal. Brahma Baba is incorporeal, means at present he doesn't have a body. He already has taken an angelic stage and living in the subtle region. So Baba says, no one knows that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, enters the body of the Brahma. The children are also incognito. We children are also incognito. Who can know by looking at our face that we are listening to the God Almighty authority? Who understand by looking at our face that we are the ones who are preparing, doing meditation, transforming, purifying our mind, and we are going to go to heaven. Nobody can understand our inner practices. And so Baba says, you are also incognito, which means we also, God's children, and doing God's task is absolutely invisible. You all say, we are the children of Shiv Baba, and we must claim our inheritance from him. We must follow his Srimad. You have the faith that he is our Supreme Father, Supreme Teacher, and Supreme what? What is it? The three major relationships we have with God.
Supreme Soul.
The three major relationships. One is he is our Supreme Father because we are experiencing his love and sustenance. Number two, he is our Supreme Teacher because every day he teaches us the spiritual knowledge which can help us to become elevated. Number three, he is our Supreme Satguru. Being a Satguru, he is our Supreme Guide who guides us to perform elevated actions, pure actions, and accumulate the power of purity through our actions and become capable to claim complete inheritance of heaven from that Father. And he also gives us plenty blessings every day. That's why Baba says he is our Supreme Father, Teacher, Sadguru. These are such sweet things. We are students of an incorporeal Shiv Baba. He teaches us Raj Yoga. God speaks, "O children, I teach you Raj Yoga." A mayor would not say, "Oh children." Even a renunciate, a sannyasi would not say that. It is only the father's duty to say, "Children." Nobody, even not any religious leader or any man of God, woman of God would can call us or all the whole worldly human beings as children. You children also understand you are the children of the incorporeal Father and you are personally sitting in front of him. It's a matter of inner love, feeling love with God. Then you can feel him in front of you. So Baba is really giving us this realization that Baba is incorporeal, means he is bodiless and he's personally in front of us. You are Prajapita Brahma Kumaris and Kumars. Kumars means young, celibate, male people. Kumari means young, celibate, females. So Baba says, all of you are celibates, all of you are pure souls. You are children of Prajapita Brahma as well. People become confused if you do not use the word name Prajapita. They think that Brahma is also a deity. You know, the one behind is called as Brahma. In the path of devotion, in many religions, there is an old man. They will call him in their own language, in their own culture. Apart from God, they have an old man. And in ancient Indian philosophy, he is called as Brahma. But they have cooked up so many stories and they say Brahma is also a deity. So they will not believe if we say that Brahma is part of this old world who has been the chosen chariot for the incorporeal. They say salutations to Brahma, the deity Brahma, salutations to the deity Shankar. They keep calling the Shankar, Vishnu, Brahma deities. They are the Trinity in the subtle region. And so they call them as deities, but they are not. Which means They didn't exist in golden age in that form and name that they are addressed. Those souls were there, certainly, but they were not in the same form and name. But then they also call them as gurus. They call them as Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar as deities, and they also call them as guru. But Vishnu and Shankar are not gurus. They think he told a story to Parvati and is therefore a guru. Shankar is in the stories, mythology, it is said that Shankar said some stories to his wife Parvati. In order to give certain good teachings, he spoke in the form of stories. Baba says the one who speaks stories cannot be guru. But in Indian culture, husband also is considered as guru. Today's husbands, they are not very knowledgeable. Sometimes wife is more educated than the husband. Earlier days, things were different. In the golden age, Lakshmi and Narayan do not become gurus. People have also made Krishna the great guru. Guru means guide. But Baba is saying, how can anybody can guide you into heaven, whereas everyone is searching for heaven? Everyone is searching for the creator of the heaven as well. Because the creator, God, is called as God, heavenly God the Father. However, God is only one. You children have to prove this matter. You are an incognito army. You conquer Ravan, that is Satan, that is, you become conquerors of Maya, and so conquerors of the world. If you conquer 5 vices, lust, anger, greed, attachment, and ego. If you conquer these 5, Baba says that you can conquer the whole world. Wealth is not called as vice. Wealth is called as prosperity. So the father explains, children, death is just ahead. These are the same words that were spoken 5,000 years ago. Instead of the words, incorporeal God speaks, they have inserted the name of the corporeal Krishna. The father says, the knowledge you receive at this time is for your future reward. Once you receive the reward, there is no need for knowledge. This knowledge is for changing from impure to pure. There is no need for anyone to adopt a guru in the pure world. In fact, the only one Supreme Father and the Supreme Soul is the Guru. People call out, "Oh, purifier, come." Therefore, you should also explain that he alone is the Supreme Guru. Rama is remembered as the one who grants salvation to all. So he would surely come when everyone has become degraded. There, it is an ocean of milk, an ocean of happiness, a river of poison does not exist there. If Vishnu lives in an ocean of milk, then surely his children would live there with him. You now belong to the Brahmin clan. You will belong to the Vishnu clan in the future. They are complete Vaishnavas. People do not offer impure things like onions, etc., to deities. When they worship the idol worshippers, initially they were very pure. Worship system was also pure, and worshippers were also practicing a lot of purity. They never offer anything that is impure, and they consider even onion and garlic as impure. They wouldn't know how and why, but they used to practice. Baba says, you are now becoming such elevated deities once again. And so you must renounce all of those things. This is the confluence age. It has been explained that you Brahmins are at the confluence and the rest are in the iron age. Until you become Brahmins, you will not understand this. The father says, I come at the confluence age of the cycles. All the cycle, golden, silver, copper, iron. This is the confluence of everything. Why? Now golden age is not there, but those souls who enter in the golden age, they have been taking rebirth and they're still here in their own impure form. So Baba says all the cycles, the whole, it is a confluence mixture. They do not understand that this is a confluence age, that the world is being transformed now. People even speak about this. They do not understand how it's going to change. They simply say this with their lips. You understand very well that only by following God's elevated directions, you will become elevated. You must remember the Father. Together with your bodies, forget all your bodily relations. Baba sent us here without bodies, isn't it? We have to return in the same way, leaving the body. We entered into the womb, we took the body, we played our part as an actor on the stage. Now we are leaving these bodies and we have to return to home. This effort is very incognito. The very effort and the very understanding inside is very incognito, invisible. Remember the Father and the inheritance. You repeatedly forget this. By forgetting Baba, you are slapped by Maya. Maya slaps you the moment you forget. This is the play about Aladdin's lamp. Allah means God. Aladdin's lamp means Allah established the first religion and he established paradise. He clapped and received heaven. God just clapped and you received heaven. Who is establishing this religion? God established the first number one religion. There is also a play about Hatam Tai. Maya comes to you when you do not put a bead in your mouth. If there is nothing in the mouth, you're talking, too much talking, and sometimes you're talking and you're getting tired and making others very much sorrowful. With verbally, you can give so much sorrow to people, isn't it? Human beings have practiced in ignorantly all these things. So Baba says that this is also your state. It's all about your inner stage. So if you put that bead inside, you cannot speak well. So put the bead of the jewel of knowledge inside, and then your mouth can never utter anything that is impure. You forget the Father and continue to remember everyone else. What a disgrace. We children, knowingly that He's our Father, we forget Him and we start remembering everyone else in the world. You children now understand. You are returning to the land of peace, and that you will then go to the land of happiness. Make effort to forget the land of sorrow. All of this is to be destroyed. It should not remain in your intellects that you are a millionaire or that you are a billionaire. You are this, you are that. Baba says, never remember what you are physically. You came naked. You go naked. Means you came bodiless and you returned bodiless. Okay, Sister Pavitra, you can join. We will have the same class every day in the same link at 8:30 a.m. Lagos time. Those are old bodies. Those old shoes have caused you a lot of sorrow. The greater the illness, the greater should be your happiness. You should be dancing. It is the suffering of karma. The karmic accounts have to be settled. Do not be afraid of this. You should understand that since we are not able to have our sins absolved with the power of yoga, you have to settle them with the suffering of karma. There is nothing to be confused about. Those bodies are old. It is good if they finish quickly. Your bhatti means your furnace of remembrance of 7 days, is also very well known. Understand everything clearly for 7 days and enable your intellect to imbibe it. And you can then go anywhere. Once you finish this 7-day course and imbibe it very well, understand very, very well all the secrets of the wisdom, then wherever you travel, you can go to Enugu, you can go to East, you can go to Anambra, you can go to any state, but still you can remember Baba. Because the knowledge is already there inside. You will continue to receive Murlis. That is enough. Remember the Father and continue to spin the cycle. Spin the cycle. Golden, silver, copper, iron. Elevated, mostly elevated, elevated, mediocre, and now down. Pure to impure. This is a journey. It's a cycle, isn't it? From pure to impure, from new to old, from elevated to downtrodden, from or what we can say, deities, we have become devils. And from flowers, we became thorns. So it is a cycle. So Baba says, continue to spin the cycle. I was the one who was very rich, very holy, very good, very divine. And gradually I became zero from a hero. And now I am the one who is going to become the same. Become Swadershan Chakradharis within 7 days. What is Swadershan Chakradhari? Means spinner of the discus of self-realization. People have readings of the scriptures for 7 days. 7 days are very well known. There are 7-star constellation in the sky. There's 7 days in a week. There is 7 days of prayers, 7 nights of awakening, and there are 7 strings in the music. So they have also given 7 days for the Granth, for the scriptures to be completed. Abhakti too is for 7 days. That is the intense meditation. Bhakti means a furnace of meditation, fire of yoga. This also is for 7 days. It should not be that you ask anyone who comes to come for 7 days. You should also feel the pulse of the person. Some become afraid when they are here about the course for 7 days. Oh my God, 7 days, that's too much. Oh, they think, what will happen if we are not able to keep it up? They're even afraid because it is all about God. Oh my God, what if we can't come for 7 days? Therefore, they go away. Therefore, look at a person. Feel the pulse of everyone. First, find out for how many days they will come. If you tell them about the 7 days straight away, they get frightened. And some are not able to give you 7 days. Some surgeons and herbalists simply feel your pulse and then diagnose that what illness you have. This is your imperishable surgeon of knowledge here. Children, you are also master surgeons. This is the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of the Rudra. Rudra means Shiva. You say that a person can claim liberation in life in a second. Some people even ask, since liberation in life can be claimed in a second, why do you ask us to be for 7 days in the course? Just to tell something of a second. They get frightened and say they will not be able to stay. This is why you should first feel their pulse. The same things do not apply to everyone. Many children cause disservice. Feel the pulse when they are filling in the form and ask them, for how long will you be able to come? You must ask this. Acha, is there one God for everyone? Baba is asking. Is it one God for everyone? What do you say?
Yes. It is one God for everyone.
Then what relationship do you have with the Supreme?
It is our Father.
Very good. Congratulations. First, you have to explain about this. He is the Father and we are his children. The Father gives the inheritance. He is the creator of heaven. So you should receive the inheritance of the heaven. It is now called as hell. Bharat was heaven, the master of the world. It was then the kingdom of the deities, but Maya snatched the kingdom away. Now, once again, you must conquer Maya and reclaim the kingdom. Maya, the Satan, has claimed your kingdom. It's now ruling, sitting here inside. It is now making us angry, lustful, sorrowful, ignorant. It's making all of that. Baba says it is your kingdom. Mind, you should be responsible. Reclaim your kingdom. The destruction of the old world, iron-aged world, impure world is just ahead of you. So the pure world surely has to be established. A little signal should be given, and then as they progress further, they will understand all these things. If not today, they will come tomorrow. Where else would they go? There is only one shop to receive salvation. There is only one shop for Shiva Baba and the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Liberation in life is received in a second. Look how this shop is. You are salesmen of such a shop. If a salesman is good, he also claims a good status in the golden age. Sense is needed in order to be able to sell. We need the sense to see the pulse in order to sell. What service can anyone who does not have senses do? Who doesn't have good brain? You cannot think what service they will do. Firstly, instill the faith in them and then speak about 7 days. Oh, the Father has come to give the inheritance. Bharat was a land of happiness, but it has now become the land of sorrow. Then how does it become the land of happiness again? Who creates it? You first have to show them the path. We souls are residents of the land of peace, and the later we become the part. We come to the golden age to play our parts. Now, the Father says, children, you have to return home. By remembering the Father, your sins are absolved. Your wings of flying have been broken. So you are not able to fly to the land of souls. And you don't even remember the land of souls. You just look up and see somewhere God must be there. Because we are not able to fly and we are not able to reach. Baba says, by remembering the Father, your sins are all absolved. Your wings for flying have been broken. They are being mended and you will return with them, with me. Baba is mending them and then we will return with Baba. The Father is the one who comes and changes us from the shells into diamonds. This is a very great income. By remembering the Father, you will become free from disease. For 21 births, by remembering the cycle, you will become either healthy and ever healthy and ever wealthy. You are neither of those now. Now, on the name of food, there is no health at all. We think it is health, but we are eating all impure. So Baba is now saying that, listen, you are neither of those now, ever healthy, ever wealthy. You are number-wise. Maya eats up weak ones very quickly. Then as you go further, you will remember the rulers come at the end and the sannyasis, etc. also come at the end. You daughters and mothers shot the arrows. Accurate temples were created here. What are the arrows? Arrows from the mouth, arrows of the knowledge. Arrows of the knowledge you will shoot and it will strike the souls and they would understand, yes, I am a soul, I'm child of God. And that realization helps them to practice being in connection. And the more we practice of being in connection, Baba says, temples were created because of your practices. There is a temple. Baba says, there is a temple to even Kumaris. Young girls were also worshipped in India. They do not understand the meaning of half a Kumari. There is a half Kumari and a Kumari. Kumari means completely celibate. Half Kumari means half celibate. Who are half celibates? Those who are married but practice celibacy with their husband in the family. Those who remain in the household and become Brahma Kumaris are called as half Kumaris because they are in household. So a Kumari is a Kumari. A complete temple has been built as your memorial. A cycle ago too, you did service in this way. You should be so happy that your examination is so great. God is the one who's teaching you. A party from Delhi. Party means a group from Delhi took leave from Baba. Baba, thank you. We have to go to Delhi. We have returned to our home. Then Baba said, all the children are returning well refreshed. Good, you got refreshed very well. Now you return. However, it is all number wise. Everyone is good, but everyone is number wise. Those who understand well will explain to others also very well. The children understand Baba is incognito and the Dada is also incognito. You too are incognito. No one else understands this. Brahmins, who are called as priests, too do not understand these matters. You can explain through you can explain, as you are born through eyes, whereas we are mouth born. We can tell everybody that all of you are born through the womb, and you are calling yourself as children of God. But we are born through the lotus mouth of God. So Baba says, you are born through wise, and whereas we are born through mouth-born progeny. You are impure and we are becoming pure. We are the children of the Father of people, and so we surely belong to the new world. Do the deities of the golden age belong to the new world, or do those Brahmins belong to the new world? Brahmins are the top knot. Is the top knot higher, or is the head higher? One is a head and the other one is a top knot. If you put a bun like this, something. If you put like this, some bun. Now this is a top or this is top? This is head and this is hair. Okay? This is knot. So which one is the top? Head or
The hair is the one.
the one, as
Yes.
Sister Esther also has put the bun. So that one is called as top knot. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So here we need to understand the whole cycle is put in a human form, and it is called as Virat Roop. The Virat means the unlimited, elevated form, a fearsome form of God. They have just made a sketch of all these things and depicted that Brahmins are the top knot, and mostly the knot is removed. And the head is called as golden age people are called as head, and the shoulders are silver age people. Stomach is excuse me, copper age people. Legs are iron age people. So the face is deities. The shoulders are warriors. Silver age people are called as warriors. And the stomach is what? The copper age people. They are called as business people. The business, they have to earn money for livelihood, food, eating. So that is what. And the leg is called as untouchables. Untouchables means those who practice the vices called lust, greed, anger, attachment, jealousy, hatred, ego, all of them, they are depicted as feet. So Bible says you are the top notch, which is missing in the image, which means your Brahmin clan higher than the head. So they have made Shiv Baba disappear from that image. You children understand that the Father is the master of the garden of flowers. Ravan, Satan, is not called the master of the garden. Ravan creates thorns. Baba makes the thorns into flowers. So this is a jungle of thorns. They keep causing sorrow for one another. The Father explains, do not cause sorrow for anyone. If you speak in anger, you receive 100-fold punishments. So you become sinful souls. Severe punishment will be received if after giving a guarantee that you will become a helper. Are you giving guarantee to God? Baba, we will help you with our pure practice. Will you promise? Sister Esther?
Yes, ma. We promise.
Excellent.
We promise.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yes.
Wonderful. Brother Benjamin, will you promise?
Yes.
Yes. Listen, you are
Yes,
promising. I am
I
seeing.
promise.
It is not me in front of me. Even while you are sleeping, your promise is with him. So, what is your promise? Baba, I will support you in your task of transformation and purification. I will remain pure first. It is my personal commitment to God. First, I will become and then use me to make many people like that. So, Baba says, if you speak in anger, number one, very important. If you speak in anger, then you receive 100-fold punishment. Before, you can angry, you can shout, you can scold, you can beat. Punishment is only little. Now you understood. Anger is a big voice. Anger is a devil. It will make you a demon. And a demon cannot enter the divine world of heaven. And anger will make you sinful, will make you
Sister.
devil completely. Your thoughts, words, actions, everything full of negative energy. So Bible says, if you speak in anger, you receive 100-fold punishment. You become sinful souls. Do not cause sorrow for anyone. Number 2, do not cause sorrow for anyone in any way. Never cheat, never deceive, never lie, never theft. These things make us sinful really. 2 things Baba said today. Number 1 is never cause sorrow to anyone. Number 2 is never speak in anger. Okay, no problem. See, if you get anger, no problem, but never speak in anger. Don't do anything in anger. You see, if you get angry inside, do you know that you are in anger? You can easily understand, isn't it? Huh?
It is,
Yeah.
but you can get angry.
Everyone understand when the anger is coming inside. You know that, oh my God, it's a heat-like thing, it's coming inside. So then, the first thing is, you should not speak. At least there should be a lock here. There is no lock here. So it has come. Now at least you should put, that's why children are called. Put his finger on your, what do you call? No, what the teachers tell in the school? Keep the finger on your lips. Is it there? Yes, which means you are not supposed to talk. So especially when anger is inside, you should be like this. Whatever it is, I should be like this. Why? Because if I open my mouth, then I'm going to vomit poison. You know this person called Plato? He's a very big philosopher, ancient philosopher, very big person. And he's famous in the field of science and in the field of philosophy. He said, anger is drinking poison. It's like taking a cup of poison and drinking and dying. So how many times we die every day? That's why our lifespan of living happily is reducing. Baba says, if you speak in anger, you receive 100-fold punishment. You become sinful souls. Severe punishment will be received. If after giving a guarantee, now this is the second level, you have given a guarantee. Baba, I promise, I will not do anything impure. And so when you give guarantee that you will become the helper of God, you do disservice, there will be very severe punishment. See, belonging to God means being in the glass palace, mirror palace. Belonging to God means living in the mirror palace. So those who live in the mirror palace, they never throw a stone on others. If you throw a stone on others, they will also throw, finish, whole palace, and also those who live in the palace. And so Baba says, never throw the stone of bad words, words with anger from your mouth. It creates a lot of disservice. People, they do not follow you, but they see you and they know that you belong to God. And so for them, it is a disservice if we speak in anger. Baba says, first of all, you are crossing out of order. You are becoming out of order. And with your own behavior, you are making others also out of order. This is a very bad thing. If you perform any sinful act after becoming the child of Baba, you receive 100-fold punishment more. Wow. Before it was okay. Now you know everything. So you cannot do any mistake. All of us. Am I right? It's not that Sister Gautami is wearing a white sari, nice badge, so she will never speak. She should not. But you also. Up until in the court, Sister Gautami can be the instrument of God. But now, all of us are now same, now family. Now you also are listening the same Babis Murli as I am listening and speaking, reading it for you. So Baba says, therefore, if you have courage, follow elevated directions of God, become deities from an ordinary human being. Don't have the consciousness. It's okay if we become subjects in the golden age. Never become subject. This is called as Raj Yoga. You should become an emperor. Raja. Raja means sovereign, king. So never think that it's okay, it's difficult to practice all this. So let me become an ordinary subject or a public. No, no public. You are what? Sovereigns, emperors. This is a huge rosary. It's a rosary of God, of those who belong to God. It's a big rosary. So therefore, there's large margin. You should not become disheartened. You should not think, oh, may only very few people are those who practice, they're already in the rosary. Rosary complete. What is, there is no place for me. Never think like that. It's a huge big rosary and there is a large margin and you should not become disheartened. You might fall, but be cautious next time. Okay, no problem. Some anger has come and you spoke, but realize, say sorry to Baba. Create a determined thought. I'm not an angry soul. I'm a peaceful soul. Keep reminding yourself. And for the next time, be cautious. Pay attention on yourself and say, I have already crossed the discipline. Now I will not cross. I'm not allowed. So don't allow yourself to become more and more disheartened. What happens when we do what we are not supposed to do? Our confidence will reduce. Our faith in the self will reduce. And our self-empowerment will reduce and we become disheartened from the self. This is the one and only shop. Baba says this is the one and only shop where you can claim your liberation in life from Shiv Baba in a second. So use every second in a worthwhile way. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, and Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. And the spiritual children say Namaste.
Namaste
And good morning to the spiritual father. Lovely. Essence for dharana. Important points to imbibe. The essence in 2 points. Point number 1, in order to claim a high status, be a good salesman. In order to claim a high status, be a good salesman in Shiv Baba's shop. Now, this is Baba's shop here. So you should come and you should spend your treasures like time, mind, body, money, relations here. You can do good shopping as well. And you can do the shopping for Baba as well. Shopping for Baba means what? You become the embodiment of peace. Practice peace. We should be, whenever we go anywhere in the market, in the school, in the office, people should look at us and we should really be a lighthouse of peace, an angel of peace, an instrument of peace. We should really look as star of peace to them. And Baba says, in order to claim a high status, be a good salesman in Shiv Baba's shop. Before preaching, it's good if you can speak the words of wisdom and peace, what you have learned here. But before that, practice yourself. Feel the pulse of each one before giving anyone knowledge. Number 2, do not speak harmful words under the influence of anger. Do not speak harmful words under the influence of anger. Having given a guarantee that you will become God's helper or helper of the Father, do not perform any act that might cause disservice. Blessing. May you be an embodiment of experience and overcome all obstacles by considering them to be a game with the awareness of nothing new. May you be an embodiment of experience and overcome all obstacles by considering them to be a game with the awareness of nothing new. Very interesting explanation. It is fixed in the drama. You know the drama? Drama is a whole story of 5,000 years. And we have our own story in the big story. So it is a fixed in the drama from the beginning to the end for the obstacles to come. See, just because you belong to God, it doesn't mean that obstacles never come. But those obstacles make you experienced in making the impossible possible. How? When the exam comes, then you know what is there really inside. Because we will answer the exam sheet. So Baba says, which means situations come as an exam, but you need to pass over them. For that, you should experience every obstacle as a teacher, and it will make you something which is impossible within you will become possible. Tolerance may be impossible. Understanding sometimes may be impossible, but the situations will teach all of them. For experienced souls, obstacles are games. Those who know how to deal with obstacles, they are like game. Which game? Which game?
Game of exams.
Yeah, but
Yep.
which game? Like cricket, volleyball, badminton,
Okay.
table tennis, football. But whichever game it is, ball is common. Big, small, there is a ball. Now, ball is a situation. So Baba says, for example, in football, a ball comes to you and you kick it and you enjoy kicking it. Do you enjoy kicking a ball? A small children, throw the ball, he will kick. Huh? It is so nice. The kids enjoy kicking things. And so again and again, parents throw and the children keep kicking. So we are children. We should, Baba says, enjoy. Enjoy if there is any problem. If any situation come, feel it as an example, like a football. Ball is coming and you're kicking it and you're enjoying this game by playing it like that. This game of obstacles continues in the same way. It is nothing new. Just take it. It is nothing new. You played this game before. You have won this game before. And so you're just playing it again and you will win it again. The drama shows us these games and also show us the total success as well. So don't worry that it is the drama only has a game, only you have to kick, play. No, it also has the result at the end. Hold on till the end. Success is yours. You just have to kick it and enjoy the game. At the end, in the result, you are the winner. Baba says, hold on. The drama also shows us the total result. Slogan, the last one, see everyone's virtues and spread the fragrance of specialities. See everyone's virtues and spread the fragrance of specialities into this world and it will become full of happiness. See everyone's virtues and spread the fragrance of their specialities into this world and it will become full of happiness. We all used to speak about each other, isn't it? Though sometimes it becomes gossip, sometimes it becomes backbiting. Both things are negative. In order to transform the negative into positive, what we do, we have that personality trait of speaking about others. Instead of speaking negative, speak good things, speak virtues, speak specialities and qualities of others, that what are they in good? Everyone has some goodness within, isn't it? Because we all are the children of the same creator. So we inherit his goodness within us. We just have to see that what is the goodness in this person, what is the goodness in that person. And when you see the goodness in others, Baba says, you will speak goodness in others. So when you speak goodness of everyone, you're spreading the fragrance of goodness in the world. And soon the world will become the land full of happiness. Because we will become what we see. We will become what we speak. If we eat food, it is good for our stomach and our health, isn't it? If you see good, it is good for your eyes. If you speak good, it is good for you. So what I'm doing is all for myself. So Bible says that let's make this world full of happiness by seeing goodness in everyone. And if you don't remember God, there's no seeing goodness. So there's no guarantee that we can see goodness in everyone. Because we need somebody who reminds us, and God is a very powerful reminder to make us realize, listen, you came for a purpose in this world, and you are not permanently going to stay. You're going to return home. My take from today's Murli is a very powerful reminder that I am preparing to return home. Om Shanti. So what is your point from the Murli that will remain with you for the whole day?
What my own take is, whatever we do, we are doing it for ourselves, for our future, to always come back. And then, funny enough, this morning, that was what I had in mind when I woke up. I was ruminating on these things because something happened yesterday, and I thought about my past years, and I had reflection. So I was like, everything you do. If it doesn't manifest now, whatever you do, good or bad, it will definitely manifest later in your life. It must. So we should be careful of whatever we do to ourselves, to others, because it's all coming back to us. So now you have buttressed it with today's lesson.
Lovely. That's a very powerful reminder. Wonderful. Sister Pavitra.
Hi, sister. I'm so sorry. I came home, so I got connected.
Wonderful.
Yeah, from today, I started only a half, I think so. But what I understood is we should not get angry with whatever we do. We should just let it go and think of our Supreme Father. And if we did it, if we got angry, then we should think, oh, I'm so sorry. And we should be thoughtful of saying that. And we shouldn't get angry. That's the point I got.
Absolutely. The most important thing is we all know we should not get angry. But today's Baba's reminder is if you get angry, at least don't speak.
Speak.
Any word. Don't speak anything in anger.
Okay.
You will accumulate a lot of punishment and you become a sinful soul, Baba said. Brother Ben. Wonderful.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
Baba says, that's one of the striking things about being Baba says man. That is in order to claim a high status, so we should be the Baba's says man. And before we give knowledge, that we should feel the pulse of who we are giving the knowledge to before we give it to.
Yes.
So, and the last striking thing is that instead of gossiping about people, we should spread their specialities.
Excellent.
So we should spread their virtues. We should talk about the good side of the people. So right. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. It's really beautiful. What I'm going to practice today is more important because the whole amount of potion that Baba has given is nothing but a very powerful nectar, which will charge us. But what remains with me is what I remind myself again and again. And among these points, one is we are preparing for a return journey. Number two is this whole world is going to get transformed into heaven. Number three, in this transformation, what Baba told me to do is not to speak in anger, not to give sorrow to anybody, and become a salesman of being a peaceful soul. So wherever we are, with our practices, We naturally are salesmen. We don't need to really sell our product. Go and say that this is good. Come here, do this. We don't need to attract people. What we need to do is practice within. And we become an embodiment of the wisdom, purity, and all the virtues. And the last but not the least is, yes, spreading the virtues of others. Whomever you meet, look into the virtues and appreciate. Either you can appreciate or you can give the good wishes. We cannot change anybody. Whatever we see, whether we see the weaknesses of a person, we are not the creator to do anything, isn't it? Nothing we can do. So what is the best thing for us is protect yourself from this atmosphere. There is a lot of negativity around. You might not be negative, but sometimes you feel very sad unknowingly. You're just sorrowful unknowingly, emotionally disturbed unknowingly. This happens when the atmosphere is very much negative. A lot of things are happening in the world. To save yourself, the easy way is to practice. Number one is make your daily routine fixed, your spiritual routine fixed. As you eat food for your body, as you work to earn income to take care of your family, in the same way, for your mind and intellect, and for yourself as a soul, you should be listening to the wisdom. Number one, that is a theory. Number two is practice meditation. So if you all promise, then we will conduct a good night meditation from today. We used to do, but because we traveled, we didn't continue. Will you all come at 9 o'clock? 9 to 9:30, half an hour, good night meditation in English.
For me,
Think
it
about
will
it.
be my